wind cutting through the concrete jungle. City lights flicker, dreams start to crumble. Stomach growling, pockets on hollow. Every day a gamble, pain hard to swallow. Fist tight, shadow box the night's curse. Hunger my rival, survival comes first. Graffiti wall screaming, stories of the lost. Blood, sweat and tears, this the heavy cost. Struggle in my veins, streets in my soul. Every step forward feels like paying a toll. Shadow in the alley, the darkness calls, but I'm still standing, I ain't gon' fall. Struggle in my veins, streets in my soul. Every step forward feels like paying a toll. Shadow in the alley, the darkness calls, but I'm still standing, I ain't gon' fall. Broken bottles sing songs of the past. Sirens wail, another dream fades fast. Dice rolling under streetlight haze. Kids grow quick in this concrete maze. Mama praying hard for her boy to rise. Tears mixed with rain under moonlit skies. Chain on my neck heavy, feel the weight. The streets my teacher, but the lessons ain't great. Midnight whispers, devils in the breeze. Hope's a fragile thing, hard to seize. Struggle in my veins, streets in my soul. Every step forward feels like paying a toll. Shadow in the alley, the darkness calls, but I'm still standing, I ain't gon' fall. Struggle in my veins, streets in my soul. Every step forward feels like paying a toll. Shadow in the alley, the darkness calls, but I'm still standing, I ain't gon' fall. Trouble stones. Yeah, cobblestones cutting souls, blood on the pavement. City whispers secrets, shadows my enslavement. Moon's a crooked eye, watching every arrangement. Potholes in my plans, dreams need a replacement. Gaslight halos, street lights flicker. Pocket full of nothing, heart beats quicker. Heavy breath a gamble, dice in the sewer. Hope gets thinner, but my soul stays truer. Rats run the alley, snakes hiss the deals. Bruised knuckles know the truth, still conceals.
Struggle in the shadows, fighting for tomorrow. Every step borrowed, drowning in the sorrow. Life's a crooked gamble, cards ain't fair, but I rise through the smoke, fists in the air.
Broken bottles echo, shattered ambitions. Dreams in a chokehold, life's cruel traditions. Hunger's a wolf, teeth bared with precision. Survive in the jungle, no time for submission. Pavement tattoos, souls marked with grief. Bag of burdens heavy, streets a thief. Mirror shows a warrior, battle-tested chief. Pain in my story, but the pen finds relief. Streets colder than the devil's grin. Concrete cracks where the roots begin. Mama pray but the rent ain't paid. Hungry nights turn dreams to shade. Rats race but the cheese ain't free. Bruised knuckles match the scars on me. Hustle gospel, sermon in the alley. Life's a war zone, no finale. Concrete jungle, shadows creep. Where the strong survive and the weak can't sleep. Still bars and the sirens hum. This the anthem where we come from. Pavement burns, souls worn thin. Every loss a lesson deep within. Taught by whispers of the corner block. Time ticks loud on the shattered clock. Smoke rise, dreams drown in the gutter. Chains on my brothers, hope starts to stutter. Flip the script, but the ink still bleeds. Plant the seed, but who waters the weeds? No mercy in the eyes of the moon. Fate sings its sorrowful tune. Chains rattle, freedom feels so far. Bruised but chasing that northern star.
Broken glass glitters on the pavement, dreams coughing. Street choir hums, every step's an auction. Dark alleys whisper secret shadows stalking. Tires screech symphonies, death still talking. Mama prayed but the blocks are summoned too loud. Smoke signals rise, pride buried in the crowd. Hunger in the gut, patience ain't allowed. Concrete jungle, the king wears a shroud. Gunshots echo, lullabies in the night. Hope gets robbed, no witness inside. Concrete jungle, struggle in my veins. Chains of the hustle, dancing in the rain. Pain on repeat, streets never change. Concrete jungle, life's the exchange. Concrete jungle, struggle in my veins. Chains of the hustle, dancing in the rain. Pain on repeat, streets never change. Concrete jungle, life's the exchange. Dreams sell cheap, hustlers buy on the low. Future's a mirage, no seeds ever grow. Cops and robbers, same game, different roles. Freedom in the wind, caught in a chokehold. Breast blood soaked, hands stay dirty. Hope in the distance, but the lens stay blurry. Blocks a roulette, odds ain't worthy. Spin it anyway, clock strikes early. Gunshots echo, lullabies in the night. Hope gets robbed, no witness inside. Concrete jungle, struggle in my veins. Chains of the hustle, dancing in the rain. Pain on repeat, streets never change. Concrete jungle, life's the exchange. Concrete jungle, struggle in my veins. Chains of the hustle, dancing in the rain. Pain on repeat, streets never change. Concrete jungle, life's the exchange. Streets got veins pumping cold in the stone. Every crack whisper secrets that I've known. Barefoot on gravel, scars on my soul. Chasing shadows, survival the only goal. Dreams hang low like smoke in the mist. Grip tight on hope for it slips from the fist. Street shadows, where the light don't glow. Echoes of struggle, where the cold winds blow. Street shadows, they carve my name. Born in the fire, I'll rise from the flame. Hunger speaks louder than the preacher's words. Pavement my altar, prayers go unheard. Pocket full of nothing, yet the weight is insane. Debt to the world, paid in hunger and pain. Street lights flicker, heartbeat syncopates. Life's a gamble, but the dice ain't straight. Corner stores, they know my story. Bag of chips, dreams wrapped in glory. Street shadows, where the light don't glow. Echoes of struggle, where the cold winds blow. Street shadows, they carve my name. Born in the fire, I'll rise from the flame. Shackled to the night, freedom in my stride. Walking with ghosts that never confide. Streets my teacher, lessons cut deep. No lullabies here, only cries in my sleep. Oh,